We're way up in the clouds, Joey. We need to find a way to the ground. What do you reckon we should do?
See that railing?
Uh-huh.
Take a jump over it, Foster.
What's going on?
Security alert. Inter-level movement is suspended.
Tell him you've got a gun, Rob.
Did your vacuum cleaner speak?
You imagined it.
That's possible. I have been feeling kind of stressed.
Probably the long hours you work.
You're right. And the awesome responsibility.
You need therapy and jelly babies.
Take that thing away, or I'll blow its boards out.
When will the movement ban be lifted?
When Link is satisfied that the threat has been removed.
I have to get to ground level.
Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but nobody's going anywhere.
You're doing a grand job, officer.
Move along now.
It's marked Surge Test Control. It's marked Surge Test Control. There's a safety device holding it fast. Excuse me.
Yep. What do you want? Speak up.
I'm here to inspect the plant.
Oh, I'm allergic to plants. They give me sores and boils.
I meant the power plant.
Well, what's stopping ya? Who are you anyway?
My name's Foster.
Stay away from him, Rob. He's a human bomb.
What are you talking about?
He's got a fuse in his mouth.
That's a cigarette. He's inhaling the smoke for pleasure.
Get serious, Foster.
Has security been through here?
Yes, they have. Not a moment's peace. Did they find the Sabs yet?
I don't think so.
I hope they string 'em up.
Who do these Sabs represent?
You what? I said, you what? Another corporation, you thick-wit. Hobart, our biggest rivals.
You mean we're at war with them?
Economically we are, and they're winning.
How come?
By flooding the market with gimmicky garbage.
Don't you ever do any work?
Can't you see I'm trying to sleep?
It's switched to the on position.
Leave that alone! You trying to kill yourself?
What a waste of energy.
Get off! That's electrical, that is.
Do you know a guy called Oberman?
Nah, never heard of him.
What's your opinion of the council?
They're doing a grand job.
Can't reach the switches. Can't reach the switches. I want to get out of the city.
You what? What do you want to do that for, eh?
I don't belong here.
Where do you belong then?
I'm from the wilderness.
The Gap, you mean? Bloody awful place, full of mutants.
Have you ever been there?
Not me. I don't want to get contaminated.
Open up that control panel.
Can't be done.
How do you know? You haven't even tried.
If you look at it, you'll find it's locked.
I've loosened the nut. I've loosened the nut. It's marked Surge Test Control. Try pressing the button on the right.
Now you've done it, mate. I'll have to fetch old Hobbins. And you'd better stay here, in case there's an explosion.
That chair's like its owner, an antique. I don't have time to sit around like that old man. What does it take to join security?
Absolute obedience to Link, devotion to duty, and a mean disposition.
I'm trying to find out about Link.
The nearest terminal is in the security building.
What I meant was, what is Link?
It's the logical interneural connection.
Of course! I never was too hot on acronyms. Why is security so tight?
It's on account of the troubles.
What troubles?
The terrorism and the sabotage. We're practically at war with Hobart.
I'd better be going.
Good. There's a risk of further explosions. Now leave me alone.
Seen anything of Hobbins?
What do you want him for?
To mend a pipe in the power plant.
Can't you fix it yourself?
I wouldn't dare.
Well, I haven't seen Hobbins all day. He's probably busy.
Yes? I'd like to...
Is this regarding a domestic incident? I've been transferred from domestics. I have this tendency to get emotionally involved. You're too sensitive, Sam. It's my nature, Norville.
It's not about a domestic.
That's a relief.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
Never heard of him.
I'd like to join the security services.
Are you kidding? You mean you're volunteering?
That's right. I heard it's a great life.
It is, but you're not hard enough. You've got to have tattoos and stuff.
Never mind.
Yes?
I'd like a few answers.
Yes?
How do I get down to ground level? Who is Overman?
You can get information from the link terminal. Just who are you, anyway?
I'm here to inspect the building.
Yes?
That's right. Routine inspection.
Yes? Heard anything about an inspection, Sam? What kind of an inspection, Norville? A routine inspection. Routine, oh? That's unusual. It's not convenient right now. Quit pestering me when I'm busy. Yes?
You didn't answer my question.
Didn't I make myself plain enough for you, lame brain? You can get information from the link terminal. Now scram, while you've still got the use of your legs.
You shouldn't get yourself so worked up.
Oh, hell, I'm sorry. It's my nerves.
It's a link terminal. It's a link terminal. It's a link terminal. It's some kind of security device. It's not triggered by my weight. That elevator leads to Security HQ. Couldn't open that, even with a crowbar. It's a standard card slot.
Having a problem with your card? Let me check that for you.
My card is coated with porridge.
Porridge?
Yeah, I dropped it in my breakfast. I meant to clean it, but I forgot.
I've done that so many times myself.
Really?
It's so easily done, isn't it? You're having breakfast, you're in a rush, and plop. Your card's submerged in soggy cereal. Not you again. Come here. Are you using that dirty card again?
I tried wiping it on my sleeve.
Give me that card now.
If you insist.
Looks just fine. Must have been a glitch in the scanner.
Interlevel access suspended during routine anti-terrorist strike. Security services protecting the community. The notice is firmly attached to the elevator. An elevator to a lower level. Couldn't open that, even with a crowbar. It's a standard card slot. Either it's the wrong card, or the elevator's not working. Which means I'm trapped. Give me an analysis, Joey.
Nothing special about it. It's an ordinary light bulb.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
Of those shades?
Yes, go on.
They're broken.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
It's an ID card in the name of Reich. You'd better keep that, Foster.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
It's a 30mm wrench.
Give me an analysis, Joey.
It contains flour, water, vegetable oil, salt, egg, garlic, with glycerin and pig lungs.
Oh, disgusting. Give me an analysis, Joey.
It's a metal bar.
What sort of metal?
It's an alloy of iron and carbon.
It's a computer terminal with the word link on it. A loose cable. Now that could be very useful. I can't reach the cable. How can we get off this level, Joey?
We need to find an elevator. Unless you're prepared to jump.
That chopper's a write-off. I was lucky to get out alive. What happened here?
Sabotage chopper crashed. Destroyed the hospital.
A hospital? That's tragic.
Could have been worse. It almost hit the factory.
When will this wreckage be cleared?
When the clean-up crew arrive. Walkway is off limits. You'll have to take the elevator down to Bellevue.
It's not working.
Too bad.
You're not very helpful.
It's not in my nature to help people.
In that case, why did you join security?
My mother talked me into it. I wanted to work with animals. Always fancied vivisection.
So you reckon it was sabotage?
Things don't crash without a reason. I don't want to be a scaremonger, but it was probably the work of crazes from Hobart.
Do you mind if I watch?
There's nothing much to see. They've already scraped out the remains of the crew.
Were there any survivors?
Yeah, the dirty sab who caused the crash. But Captain Reich will deal with him. He's a living legend among security men.
Never mind. It's a robot welder. Joey would love that shell. There's no access to his inside. I'd be crazy to dismantle a robot while it's active.
Hey, you mustn't go in there.
Why not?
You need clearance from Supervisor Lamb.
I'm with security.
Even so, you still need clearance.
Here's my card.
I don't know where you got that card, and I don't particularly care. But whatever you do, don't show it to anyone else. Hey, I told you not to go in there.
All right, don't get excited. What are you doing?
I'm checking the pipes. They have to be perfect.
That's ridiculous. If they have to be perfect, they should be checked by a robot.
What's that?
He's my mechanoid chum, Joey.
It's cute. Does it do tricks?
Not really. He just follows me around. And gets in my way. How do I get down to ground level?
Take the elevator. Or the big jump if you're desperate.
The elevator's not working.
Oh, great. Lamb will be furious if he can't get down to Bellevue for his lunch.
Has security been in here?
Yeah, they really stirred up. Think they were looking for someone. Look, I'm not supposed to talk to you.
Why not?
Supervisor's orders.
I'm transferring you, lass.
I wish you wouldn't call me that. My name is Anita.
Don't answer back, woman. Report to the testing room immediately. What are you doing here? Do you know who I am, lad?
I've no idea. I don't work here.
I'm Gilbert Lamb, the supervisor.
Mind if I look around?
I certainly do. Who are you?
Security. Looking for a fugitive.
This factory's been searched already. He's not here!
Can't be too careful.
Just don't interfere with production. What's that robot doing here?
He's my personal assistant. Say hello, Joey.
Hello, Joey.
Pity he's got no brain.
Hey, Lamb. Do you know a guy called Overman?
Doberman? No, I don't.
What do you do for entertainment around here?
If I'm looking for entertainment, I go home and watch a video.
When will the elevator be repaired?
Isn't it working?
It doesn't appear to be.
What? How am I supposed to get my lunch? I'll starve to death.
Bad chance.
I thought you said you work for security.
I'm in a different department. We'll probably have to wait until the intruder has been captured.
That could take all day. I shall register a complaint. The council shall hear of this.
Hey, Lamb. Is your coat made of real fur?
That's right, real beaver fur. Made from the last 10 beavers in the world. Do you like it?
It's totally cool.
And expensive.
What does your factory produce?
Pipes, ducts, and conduits.
Anything important?
What do you think this city is built on?
Human endeavor?
Oh, aye, but I'm talking about pipes. Think of all the things they're used for.
Like sewers, you mean?
Let me tell you something, lad. Pipes are the arteries of this mighty erection. The veins through which its lifeblood pumps. And I am proud to serve the corporation.
I suppose somebody has to be. See you later. The display is incomprehensible. I don't understand it at all. Looks through to another room. Some kind of scanner. It's part of the mechanism driving the conveyor.
Hey! You'll need a rad suit if you're going in there.
Hey, what do you mean? This one is totally rad.
I mean protective clothing.
Excuse me. Any intruders to report?
No, sir. Hey, just a minute. Who are you?
Safety inspector.
Not again. If there's been a breach of regulations, see Lamb about it. He's responsible for safety.
Don't you get bored working here?
Well, not me. I like my job.
What's so good about it?
Well, this clipboard for starters. Look at the finish on that plastic.
Lovely piece of lamination.
Isn't it just?
I can tell you're proud of it.
Oh, yes. They don't make clipboards like this anymore.
What can you tell me about the council?
I used to think they did a great job. But since they promoted Lamb, I've had my doubts.
Do you know a guy called Overman?
I don't think so. He certainly doesn't work here. Hey!
My mistake. Thought it was the John.
It's the storeroom, for robots only. Lamb doesn't trust humans to go in there, even though there's nothing worth pinching.
Excuse me. How do I get off this level?
Well, I hear there's been a crash, so access to High Green is cut off. You'll have to use the elevator.
Never mind. That's really put a wrench in the works.
Oh no! Production stopped! You wouldn't know anything about it, would you?
The machinery looks outdated to me.
It's not that old. It was only built 30 years ago.
That explains why it stopped, doesn't it?
Oh well, I'll pretend I didn't notice it.
I'll keep this wrench. It's really useful. Do you want a new shell, Joey?
Do you mean that welder?
That's right. Do you like it?
I'll say. It's the mutt's nuts.
The shell is bolted to the chassis. I've loosened the robot's shell. The shell is loose now. Do you want a new shell, Joey?
I hope this isn't a wind-up. Excellent.
How do you like the new shell?
It's sleek. Can't wait to use the welder.
You be careful with that thing. If I want you to use it, I'll tell you.
Exterminate! Exterminate!
And cut that out! I want you to check out the storeroom.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. There could be something useful in there.
Don't count on it.
Find anything useful in the stores?
No, but I found the power for the alarm system. There's a fuse box on the wall.
Joey, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
Go and disable the fuse box in the stores.
I could melt through it with my welder.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
Very, but I'm feeling reckless. And welding is fun.
Take care, Joey. Never mind. Go and disable the fuse box in the stores.
I could melt through it with my welder.
Wouldn't that be dangerous?
Very, but I'm feeling reckless. And welding is fun.
Take care, Joey. Never mind. Joey certainly made a mess of that. No way I could fix the wiring. It's a heavy metal flap. It's a lump of gray stuff. Give me an analysis, Joey. I think it's putty.
You're wrong. That's plastic explosive.
Lubricant. This stuff is always useful. Give me an analysis, Joey.
Lubricant? You can give me a squirt of that anytime.
It has Bulwark printed on it. Give me an analysis, Joey.
It's an intricately cut key, Rob.
Don't move. I have to search you.
Do I have to strip off?
Definitely not. There's a limit to how far I'm going to look.
Hey, that tickles.
Open up that coat. Why are you carrying that crowbar?
It's got sentimental value. My mother gave it to me.
Is that a wrench?
I carry it for luck.
You're a walking toolbox. Blimey. Smart shades.
You can have them if you like.
Really? Oh, I could fix them with sticky tape. What's that light bulb for?
Illumination? It needs electricity.
There's no need to be sarcastic. I'm only doing my job. Is that a can of lubricant?
Yes. One squirt is just the job. I'd never be without a can of lubricant.
You are now, 'cause that can is mine. What the hell is that?
It's a sausage sandwich.
Can I have it for my lunch?
You're welcome.
You nicked that key, didn't you? Thank you for your cooperation. By the way, that sweater you're wearing.
Don't laugh at my sweater.
I'm not. I think it's brilliant. Will you swap it for my clipboard?
Not in a million years. Excuse me. Aren't you gonna mend the conveyor?
That's not my job. My job is to record figures.
But everything stopped.
My clipboard still works.
But what about the pipes?
What pipes?
The ones on the conveyor belt.
That's a special order. And I can't talk about it.
Top secret, huh?
That's right.
Never mind.